Let's get to the money.
Let's get to the
Money.
Let's get to the
Money. Let's get to the motherfucking money.
Fuck the bookies, fuck the bookies. FTV screaming fuck the bookies, 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 fuck the bookies. FTV screaming fuck the bookies, fuck the bookies, fuck the bookies. Middle finger in the air screaming fuck the bookies. Woke up in the morning, grab my little black book. Yesterday can eat a dick, cause we lost by the hook. Can't win them all, so you never see me get shook. Today's a new day, the bookmaker's getting cooked. When I spot a dirty K, the full units getting played. Always find the value, I would never be afraid. Scared money don't win, but I'm not going all in unless I see a bet I love, then I put my balls on a bookie's chin. Let it all soak in, doubling my bread, winning money with my friends. If you got the itch and you wanna go big, follow Sharpie bets and you gon' really fucking win. This is not financial advice, it's entertainment. But if I find the right price, believe I'm parlaying it. You can see my spreadsheet, I'm winning, not just saying it. Profit in the green every week, I'm never negative. I can bet an ace or a shitty old picture. Pick the right spots cause I'm the K-pop whisperer. Shut up when I speak until you finally get the picture. I'm the best in the world, tell me you getting richer. Fuck the bookies, fuck the bookies. FTV screaming fuck the bookies, 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 fuck the bookies. FTV screaming fuck the bookies, fuck the bookies, fuck the bookies. Middle finger in the air screaming fuck the bookies.
Let's get to the motherfucking monies.
And here we go.
Welcome, guys, to the Balking Dead, where there is no sleep for the wicked. It is Thursday, guys, and I'm coming off my first losing day of the week. Granted, I only lost 10 cents, but like I fucking say, a losing day is a goddamn wasted day. But whether we have a winning day or a losing day, we say the same damn thing every day. We're 0-0 today on this show. And that's all that really freaking matters, guys. So let's get to the money, as there is a few spots to talk about on this shortened moving day card. On this show, guys, you already know it is sponsored by PrizePicks. If you haven't, go over there and use that promo code PUBSPORTS. On your first deposit, they're going to match you up to $100, minimum of $25. And I know at least a hundo last year used it, so I don't know if y'all using it this year, guys, but using that promo code helps more than smashing the like, and I do appreciate everybody who does smash that damn like. As you already know, guys, we do have another sponsor on this show, Bibee, not Doobie, but Sharpie had a nice couple of them, a few this morning. But Bibee, clean energy powder with no come down to your day. Simply by scanning the QR code on screen, you're going to get 10% off your first order by using the best promo code in the world, Pub Sports. That is. Shout out to the chat, guys. Appreciate you all for coming and making me laugh my ass off yesterday, reading through the live comments. I mean, damn, y'all were pulling people's cards, man. Let the Brits watch the show too. So shout out to the best producer in the world, Big Show Picks. You guys know the drill. Smash that like button if you already have it, and make sure you got them notification bells on. With it being Thursday, we start this show off with a bang. Some may call it blast. Some may not know what the fuck it is. But on this show, we call it Jack of the Day with Connor Mack.
Well, see you later.
What's good, bro? Don't know if you got to see the chat yesterday, but we had a guy ask, what is Jack, a home run? And, man, the chat started roasting him. And then he's like, I'm from Britain. I don't know. And then they're like, okay, we'll give you a pass. And then he said something else, and they started roasting his ass some more, bro. So, man, I guess the chat follows their leader. They're a little vicious. They got that dog in them.
Yeah, that guy was. But shout out to the dude. Yeah.
Hey, bro, I get it. Ask questions if you got to. I know they say there's no such thing as stupid questions, but on this show we believe there are such things as stupid questions. Not saying yours was. I'm just saying I hate when people say there's no such thing as a stupid question, because I slapped my kids in the mouth when they said that. Like, hey, yeah, right.
True.
But Yesterday, guys, we only talked a couple guys, and Big Red Machine came through for your boy over here, guys. Big old Justin Turner with them 2 little bapper slappers. He even told you to take the ribeye, and yeah, that came through for your boys. So we got 2 games on this card. And let's get to the damn money. As it is always when C-Mac shows up, it is moving day. So we do have a small slate, but we have 2 games to talk. So let's get to it. And we're starting with a game that I do have some interest in, some hitting props actually, as I want to know who you're on, as I think Fat Lance does what Fat Lance has been doing in this Blue Jays White Sox first game of the doubleheader. Or are you looking at the second game?
No, and what is that? Getting cracked?
Yeah, bro. The dude gives up 3 runs in his fucking sleep, bro.
Yeah, that's what I think here too. They stayed off it, and just looking kind of for some early action. ERA over 6. We know he's been horrible to lefties, but he's been horrible to righties as well. And I think there's value with this guy. Belt, I think, is good. Guerrero's starting to hit a little bit better and some homers lately. But I'm taking George Springer here. I got to take him. A little success, 7 for 24 off him. Nothing crazy, a double and a home run. And he's a guy that hits righties always better too. Sharp, this is kind of perfect guy for George Springer. I mean, his numbers are crazy when you go through the years too. Like this year only has 2 homers off lefties. He just hits righties, which is weird. I saw lefties so much better as a righty. But he likes righties, and it shows. So I'm on Springer's jack because it was over 5. I got plus 525 on his home run. So I took it there. I think I'm just going to stick with the jack. His 1.5 plus 125 as well. I'm going to do both here. I was going to stay off, but give me George Springer, Jorge Springer, both those.
Good old Jorge, bro. I mean, I'll tell my George Springer story anytime I freaking can. And I
can't stand that guy, but
I was at the Angels game. First time he was there, was his rookie season. He's playing out in right field, and that's where I took my kid. And we had front row seats that day, and I'm screaming all types of obscenities at this man, not getting him to turn around. I'm at the point of life where I still don't know to be quiet and calm at a game. You're supposed to say not foul shit. I'm getting parents still to leave at this time of my life, bro. But I didn't care, so. All of a sudden, there's something pops up into my head, and I'm like, George Springer, Jerry Springer. And I start chanting, Jerry, Jerry. And the whole motherfucking crowd jumped in to where Springer turns around and goes, bro, I've never heard that before. That's the best shit I've heard in my life. And, I've always liked the guy because of that. But granted, he is a cheating piece of shit. But he did turn around and give me a little interaction at a game one time, bro. And for that, I got a little soft spot for the cheating bastard. Now, we talked about Lynn yesterday on my show. And, like you said, he sucks versus lefties, guys. And yesterday, they didn't have Varsho in the lineup. And that's a guy I'm actually going to be looking at to attack now that they do have him in this lineup. This is a lineup, guys, that I wanted to run a K-prop with Kirk and not in there. We got Kirk in the goddamn line. I wanted Jansen. So when we get to talking pitching, I will talk a little Lynn still, guys, and burials I will touch on for those that do want to know. But this lineup, not saying
real quick, sorry, game 1, too, Sharpie, just to let Ricky Bobby know. Game one.
Game 1. Yeah, we're talking Jose Barrios versus Lance Lynn. And I think Lance Lynn's going to get pounded. Now, as the strikeouts there, they tend to always be there. So I wasn't able to run the lineups as Fangraphs was down, and I just got it to pop back up, and the Red Sox one was a little more important one to me. So I will tweet out if I get in on it, but definitely a lineup that I'm already scared of by who they put in it. And I knew it was going to happen yesterday. I was like, fuck, bro, I'm going to get me Kirk. Catcher can't catch 2 games. You know which ones can't, they need Jensen to catch Kikuchi, bro. Fuck. Like, that dude's the wild man. They're going to need their catcher for that. So, definitely love me some George Springer over 1.5. And his jack was what?
Plus 525.
Híjole, chingalo, man. Fat Lance is good for a jack or 2. So, last game of the day you did want to talk on is 2 hot teams. Hot, as my daughter used to say when she had those McDonald's French fries, guys. And they got them sticks. That's that Phillies and them Rays. So, which name are you looking at in this one?
Yeah, the Rays have cooled down here a little bit. But I think they could get to Sanchez. And I don't mind it. I've looked at a few of their hitter props, but I'm going right to the Phillies here. And that's Harper. I got plus 450 on his home run. He hasn't hit a home run in a while. He's only got 3, but he's got 2 hits, Sharpie, 5 straight games. And his 1.5 is plus 115, and it's dropped. I got that 2 hours ago. Around 10:30 here, our time. I see it plus 105, so it's already dropped. I have to take Bryce Harper. As long as he's in. I still am waiting on the lineup, though. I think he'll be in 5 straight games, 2 hits or more. His 1.5 plus 115. And when I saw that home run, I think he's due at plus 450.
Yeah, I mean, there was I wanted to speak something before I got high, and then I got high before the show, and then you started talking, and Sharpie starts looking at lineups. But I know you won't be on probably, I think, next week, maybe Thursday. I don't think we have Thursday baseball. Maybe it does pop on, but I wanted to talk home run derby with these guys right here. I mean, we've got the shit coming up. Anybody you looking at in here?
No, but I'm going to go through it because usually the best time for me has just been the day before, right around there, even the day of, before someone kind of catches heat. Everyone was on, what is it, Soto last year. And we all know Alonso is going to be the favorite. But I don't know yet. I'm going to break it all down here, in the next couple days. But I don't have anything early.
I watched that hour-long ESPN breakdown on it last night. And
did you? I didn't see
it. It switched me off my pick. And I wanted a Rosarena. First, I wanted Mookie Betts before Randy got introduced. Then Randy got popped, and I was like, oh, this guy shines on the big stage, bro. Like, this is the type of guy I want. And then Vladdy got in, bro. And like you said, Soto last year got hot at the break. He wasn't hitting bombs.
I think
Vladdy is a fucking second away from just opening up and becoming who we know him as, bro. So, the guys usually with the thicker frames, the bigger boys like Pete Alonso, man, are the ones who do win it because they're hitting 440-foot bombs compared to 380, 390, and the ball goes out quicker. You get more at bats. So, I've done linked my way all the way to Vladdy right now. So, that's probably the guy I'm going to end up pulling the trigger on myself and putting a decent bet on, make it worthwhile,
For sure. We'll go all through that. And we probably are going to be on Monday. I'm not for sure.
Jose does have a stream.
He did hit me up.
I told him I'm getting in, bro. I said, bro, I want money. I want some people's money as long as we're doing a draft. I says, don't put nobody.
Yeah, I'm not
I don't want to do no hat.
Yeah.
I want a fucking choice of who I fucking have to put my fucking money on. No. I get it. I might get the 8th fucking choice. Now that's the generator's fault. Okay, cool. I'll kick the generator square in its fucking computer balls if I have to, but that's fair.
Balls.
That's fair. Don't put me in a hat where you get Randy Rosarena. You get this. No, fuck that. Let me pick who I get. Bendejas. And he said we're gonna do it that way, so I'm down.
I'm down too if we do it that way.
So
I didn't like the picked out of a hat you got the guy kind of thing.
No, bro, I don't do that type of shit, bro. That ain't for me. That's just luck. I want at least a little bit of guesstimate to my luck.
True.
Now, if you got the 8th person, you're just fucking no luck whatsoever. You're praying on the gods to just help you, and you hope that there's not a Albert Pujols in it just for shits and giggles. But this may be the best home run derby ever, bro, with the names in it. This is like, wow.
It's pretty good. Yeah, Rodriguez.
I think it's stacked,
Noli
bro.
said he likes him. Yeah.
You got Rodriguez. You got you've got Pete Alonso, the 2-time fucking champ. You've got is Soto gonna be in it? No.
I don't. Maybe I haven't.
No, they've already announced the 8, so I didn't see Soto. So it's gonna be Vladdy versus somebody, and the winner of the Vladdy match has to face fucking Pete just to get to the finals. So that's gonna be brutal.
I gotta check it out.
I'm sorry, I've been going off. So, guys, before we let C-Mac go, my guy, let them know where to find you and what you've got going on as I then beat these guys up on the few pitchers on the board.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, Robert, Rutschman, is this it? 1-8. Alonso Rodriguez, Betts, Vlad, Garcia, or Rosarena. I don't know if that's it, but that's why I see it.
Yeah,
Um,
sounds about right.
I'm on this as well here, Sharpie. A guy that's been hit and miss. He's red hot on the same Phillies team. Castellanos went yard again. Man, and I'm going to put a little on his jack too here. It's plus 525. And his 1.5's 130, but give me his RBI. I'm going to stick to that. As long as he's in the 3-hole, like we said, I'm still waiting on this lineup to be out. Not that Harbor hasn't got a ton, and when he does, he'll get his RBIs. I'd rather have his 1.5 here, but Castellanos, I don't mind all three. Red hot. And even though he's going to pitch right away, who's going to throw that opener before the primary? He's 4 for 6 with a couple homers off him. He'll only get one at bat. Because I see Kelly.
Like Big Show be doing, man. That's where you got to bet on greatness.
You
when
can.
a guy gets hot, you ladder him 4 or 5.
This is the spot to do it right here. He's just been red hot. Homers in 3 of 4. He made the All-Star team. He's looked great. So I'll put some on that.
Abreu, bro. I seen Abreu's hotness coming before it happened because I bet a lot of Astros pitchers, so I watched the games, and after his first home run. He then hit like 6 balls,
6 or 7,
more than 100 miles per hour that were outs.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my God, dude, the dude's locked in. That's
just
bad luck right there, bro. And that dude's been on a tear. That's the dude we expected to come to see on that Astros team.
Yeah, tweaked his swing a little bit. And man, like you said, X is crazy off the bat, just ripping it. And I wish I was on more of his home runs. I think I've been on 2 of them. And yeah, I've been on him since he's been hot. But yeah, those are the guys you got to look for. And Castellanos red heart. So's Harper, just no homer. But I think he's due. He's too good. But I definitely on the 1.5 with him and the homer at 450. When he's been sharp, he hasn't hit a home run so long. Maybe they're baiting you, but he's been in plus 300 every day or whatever. It's like it's shit I just can't take when he's that low, and he hasn't done anything. So I think you can flip it here. Maybe go yard.
Yes, sir.
All right, bro. That is it.
If you don't
Connor
know,
Mac
guys,
Picks.
find him at Connor Mac Picks on Twitter, guys. He freaking does every sport, and he's actually good at every sport, capping and betting. He actually puts his own fucking money on it. I know it for a fact. I've hung out with the man a few times. The dude will spend $200 on fucking video poker while drinking a beer with you, bro. So I know the motherfucker's betting, dog. So keep it rolling, my guy. Hit the dude up if you're paying for some dude's picks and you're fucking losing money. You shouldn't ever be doing that. So yeah. Until next time, guys, he's Connor Mack, and that's the Jack of the Day.
Well, see you later.
Wop, wop. As like I said yesterday, guys, they were probably going to postpone that White Sox and Jays game, and they did. And Lynn also, like I said yesterday, would open up at 6.5 at even money, and they did. So is what it is, guys. I still needed the lineups, and I'm sure the lineup, it did come out, but I have not been able to run it, like I said when I was talking the hitting props with him. So if I do pull the trigger on Lance Lynn, I will definitely tweet it out. I needed to run the Red Sox lineup, and that was more important as Fangraphs was down the last hour. Jackasses who were cramming it before the show. On this show, guys, we will compare the best line availables on K-Props when first open. And then we'll do it 30 minutes prior to the show. And then we always compare it to what PrizePicks has to offer. Billy Briz, my guy, I see you in the chat, bro. And like I said, I don't bet guys not in the book, but you just mentioned something that's going to make me go look at the guy. If the dude's hitting his K-props versus teams like the Nationals and the Mets, then definitely worth something to look at. And I'm definitely going to open it up to the Twitter world and let everybody know during the All-Star break to let me know who they think belongs in the black book. And I will definitely run through their numbers and look at them and see if I'm able to find a way to make money on them, guys. Because you know what? I could miss eyes on somebody. And people have asked me hey, why isn't this guy? And it's like, bro, I really had my eyes on this guy. Let me go look at him. And sometimes they don't hit all the time, but they hit when they need to, guys, versus the bad teams. And that's fine. We'll bet you versus the bad teams. If you can show me you do your job when you're supposed to, then you fucking definitely have a spot, and there's ways to make money off of you. Let's get on the first guy that we gonna make some money on, and that's 87 in the black book. Perez versus the Cardinals. This year, he has a 28% strikeout percentage and a 7.5 walk percentage. Open him up on FanDuel at 6+ minus 140, and his best line available before the show was 5+ minus 132, still on FanDuel. He's pretty much, guys, though, 6.5 on a lot of books at plus money, but FanDuel has a very bettable line on him. PrizePicks has him at a flat 6, whereas pitching outs on PrizePicks are at a flat 16. Projected lineup is 6 lefties and 3. No, that ain't the damn projected lineup for them, is it? No way, Jose. I must have not put it in there for him. K per 9 this year, very small sample size, but he does have a 12.2 K per 9 at home and a 7.8 on the road, and he is at home today. 10.4 versus the left-handed side and a 10.1 K per 9 versus the right-handed side. Pretty much been that dude for the most part. And we start the show with the write-up, guys, on our phenom, and that even the Titty Cappers phenom, because they gave him out as well, and that's Perez after he got his first baptism by fire versus the Atlanta Braves last week. And I knew it was coming, as we know on the show how good the Braves are at hitting high-velocity fastballs. So I'm going to give them a pass on that one, guys. That's fine. And when we go look at the Cardinals' numbers over the last 15 days, the numbers say no to a K prop as they're walking league average. They're not striking out at an elite 19%, and they're top 9 in every batting category except OPS, where they fall off a cliff, and they are 22nd. So let's just see who have they faced in that time span, guys. And the only guy that I would put my money on is Garrett Cole. He went 6 innings, giving up 2 earned runs, only getting 5 strikeouts. If we go back one more series, guys, past the 15-day mark, we've got Kodai Senga, who went 6.2 innings. He gave up 2 runs, and he had 8 strikeouts. And to be real, guys, that's all they've seen from the right-handed side that I'd put my money on since June 1st. Icole Chingali way. Oh, man. So when I go off just off of memory off of these Cardinals, I know high velocity has given these guys fits throughout this year. As Hunter Green had himself 9, Tanner Bibee also had 9 strikeouts versus these Cardinals. Ohtani had 13, Keller only had 3, and Gausman had 7, where every one of them pitchers went at least 6 innings. And that's every right-handed pitcher who throws 95 miles per hour above that I am willing to bet on. And I'm willing to put my damn monies, guys, that my guys do well versus this team. So I do have a half unit on the over 5.5 at minus 132. And I also have a half unit on his outs over 15.5 minus 119. And like I said, I know a lot of books do have Perez at 6.5, but like I told Team Sharpie, guys, even if this dude gets 9, I still wouldn't bet a 6.5, as I do not chase, and that number should be a 5.5 the way I set my lines and the way I bet. And I have no problem taking these outs right here, guys, even though this man is only going to go anywhere from that 75 to 85 pitch mark today. But like I said, every one of our guys has at least gone 6 innings versus this team. So sign me up for half units on the 5.5, half units on his outs over 15.5, and I expect a giant bounce back day from the kid. Let's talk about another kid, number 86 in the black book, Tanner Bibee versus the Royals. This year he has a 21.7 strikeout percentage and a 8.7 walk percentage. Opened him up 7+ at even money on FanDuel. The best line available is at MGM at plus 105. PrizePicks has him at a flat 6, whereas earned runs on PrizePicks are under over 2.5. Projected lineup for your Kansas City Royals is 5 lefties, 4 righties. K per 9 this season, 9.3 at home, 9.3 on the road, 9.1 versus the left-handed side, 9.4 versus the right-handed side. Mr. Motherfucking Consistent has Tanner Bibee been. Now, guys, we got a game that probably doesn't go due to Mother Nature today, but let's talk him, guys, so we do not have to waste our time tomorrow on him, as we will get him tomorrow in what may be a weaker lineup due to being a doubleheader. I mean, if you can even get weaker than this lineup, but man, they've been easy to pick on this year. And that's what we're going to do again, guys. We're taking Bibee over 6.5 at even money, but I do expect to see some juice on him tomorrow and not plus money to the even where he's at today, guys. And that's due to the Mother Nature, and it just probably doesn't go. it should be even money the way I make my lines, guys. But if we're going to add in the tax of the Royals, then you've got to take it up. But there is a way that we still can see even money on this bet and it not be a trap, guys. And that's this dude's problems versus lefties. Yeah, and I'm still betting this guy over 6.5. Hear me out. If you look at his splits, guys, he has had an issue walking lefties at a 12.6% clip on the year and only striking them out at a 23% clip compared to striking out righties close to a 26% clip. Now, he is at home, guys, and at home he is striking out lefties at an elite 29% clip. Yet his overall numbers drop off due to him on the road. Well, I'm going to tell you it's fallen off because he's faced 3 guys that we would no fucks given in. They're on our no-fly zone, guys. And they run out 5 or more lefties every given time in their lineup. And these are lefties that do not strike out, as he went up against the Mets, the Padres, and the Arizona Diamondbacks. And that is the reason why, guys, his lefty percentage falls down. Now, that's where we still might get that even money, guys, is they just don't look at it, who the fuck they played. We've got to be better than just looking at the numbers. We've got to then see who have they played. And when we just look at the 5 lefties in the everyday lineup for the Kansas City Royals, all right, they're on the flyover as much as we can zone, guys. And yeah, 15-day numbers just for these guys alone, the 5 lefties alone, 146 plate appearances in that span. They're not walking 4.1%. And they're striking out at a 34.2% clip. So the issue with him walking lefties shouldn't even poke its damn head in this game. And these lefties, for the most part, just don't belong in the league, guys. So, yes, this game probably doesn't go. But if it does, I'm in there like swim there, guys. And when it comes back out tomorrow, I'm in there like swimwear again. Like I said, guys, I do not fear these mother trucking lefties. And this may be a ladder spot as the numbers and this lineup says, holy fucking green eggs and ham. Is this dude going to have a damn good day? I saw someone post green eggs and ham in the chat, so that popped into my head. Ruh-roh. Let's talk a guy that I like today, guys. A little Nathan Eovaldi. Number 50 in the black book. Gets to go back home to the team he spent most of his career with. This year, he's got near a 25% strikeout percentage and a 6.3 walk percentage. They opened him up on Bet Rivers, 5+ at plus 120. The best line available now was minus 140 on PointsBet, or you can get some good plus money now on that 6+. 5 straight on PrizePicks, whereas hits allowed under over are at a 5.5. Projected lineup is no longer projected. They have 5 lefties, 4 righties. I believe it's 5 lefties. Let me check that out. It might be 5 righties. Let's just be smart here and not give out false information. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 lefties, 3 righties in this actual lineup. When I made it, my bad. Well, let's go look at those numbers and talk these K props real quick. This year, guys, he is averaging 9.2 K per 9 at home, only 8 on the road where he's at today. Granted, he has 46 innings at home compared to 66 on the road. He's striking lefties out at a 7.5 K per 9 and righties out at a 9.4. And that's why a lot of monies came in on his under, guys, because they did put those 6 lefties out in that lineup. And I know I've been waiting to watch this game, guys, and wonder how Nathan feels about this game. As like I said, he's going back to the team where he was the ace of this pitching staff, if not a solid number 2 when Sale was being Christopher Sale. Either way, guys, we have a guy who should have never left, who is in a comfortable position and a comfortable stadium where he feels perfect and knows the lay of the land at Fenway Park. He knows the Green Monster. He knows Pesky's pull. And when we go look at these Red Sox numbers over the last 15 days, they're nothing to write home about, as they're not walking 5.2%, 19th through 22nd in every hitting category, while striking out at a 26.5% clip. Now, the issue with these numbers, guys, is a few batters have made these numbers look like ass, as they're not always in the lineup. As if the lineup's numbers are somewhat even close to the overall numbers of the last 15 days, then I'm going to get in, guys. And like I said, I was waiting for Fangraphs to pop up, and I was able to get the lineups popped out to run them up versus these numbers. So we'll talk about it. When this guy has faced a K percentage of 24 or worse this season, he is 3-1 to the over 5.5. He is 4-0 to the over 4.5. Set at today, averaging 6.5 strikeouts a game. So we have one strikeout of wiggle room on the 5.5, and now we've got a 4.5, and we've got 2 strikeouts of wiggle room if we can get that 24% clip. Now, let's talk about it. We know the lefties doesn't project him, guys. The 6 lefties, that's not going to favor our man. So if we just do the math strictly on that alone without looking at the numbers, we're going to need this guy to be out there 6.2 to 7.1 innings just to hit 6 strikeouts. And that's without the math. That's strictly doing what this guy would do versus lefties and righties and not accounting who the team is and what they're doing. So we've got them lineups, like I said, and they are not walking, and they are striking out at a 24% clip. They are hitting the ball a lot better than what their overall team numbers state. So this is how I'm getting in on Nathan Eovaldi today, guys. I've got a full unit split up 2 ways. I'm going to take his over 4.5 at -140 for a half unit. Then I'm going to take his over 5.5 at +118 for a half unit. And I got pretty much splitting that up on a run calculator at a -122, guys. So at the end of the day, this man averages 6.5 strikeouts in this spot. This is a spot he feels real comfortable in. And I get it. It's the Red Sox. They end up fucking you in the eye hole more often than not. And they got John Gray exiled from our book. And it wasn't just that team, though. Nah. Like I said, guys, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. And if I lose on you 3 times in a row, I have no fucking right betting you. Like, what am I doing? So just like with Bieber, just like with Snell, I let them sit, guys, and then we let them figure. I figured them out again, bro, and then we've been cashing motherfucking tickets again. Well, John Gray, you are on that list right now, and if I ever decide to bring you back, which I fucking won't, so we won't even talk about it. So, yeah, let's get into, guys, what is the last guy on the board of this small slate, as I was going to talk Framber Valdez, but he has been scratched, and it's been over like 8 days since his last start, so we may have to be a little more cautious in running Valdez when we want, guys, even though that does look like a beautiful matchup. But the dude is hurt, and we've definitely got to pay attention to injuries, guys, because that'll be one more thing that can take an overprop away. As I say it 100 times a fucking week on this show, there are more ways to cash an under on a K-prop than an over. We've got Mother Nature. We've got coaches. We've got a guy getting hit. We've got all types, bro. So much shit can happen. A guy can get hurt, bro. I've seen it happen. So just there's so many extra ways at cashing the under that you just got to be careful of not giving the percentages back to the books. And when you're betting on a guy coming off an injury, that saved me with Gore today. Gore's coming off a blister, guys. You know, more often than not, dude, I don't care if you hit. You got to now prove me that you're back to being the guy that you are. And then I'll bet you again, guys. My money, I put too big of a bet to just, let's see how or if. Like, if my aunt had balls, she'd be my uncle, guys. That ain't going to get you nowhere in life. So let's talk Julio Urias.
It's time for Dodger Baseball.
Number 53 in the black book, Mr. Urias versus the Pirates. This year, he has a 22.5 strikeout percentage and a 5.3 walk percentage. Opened him up on MGM at 6+ at a nice hefty plus money. Is at +120. Best line available now is on DraftKings at that 6+ at a +115. PrizePicks has him at a 5. And his outs are at a 16.5. Projected lineup today for your Buccos: 6 righties, 3 lefties this year. It's got a K per 9 of 10.7 at home, 11 on the road, 10.5 versus the left-handed side, and an 11.2 versus the right-handed side. Now we're going to talk a guy who I care about more than others, and that's because he's on my team. And I'm talking Julio Urias, guys, where he's been night and day this year when we talk about Julio at home and Julio on the road. Where at home, guys, he has an elite 1.99 ERA, where on the road, he can't get my mother out and has a 9 ERA. A fucking run per inning, guys. That's straight up Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde at its finest going on. And really, there is no reason for it other than mental, guys. It's his velocity and spin rate doesn't say he's falling off. So it's when do we get the Julio we have come accustomed to? Because halfway through the season, we can't ignore the type of splits this man is putting up. And yes, this is a great matchup by the walk and strikeout percentage these numbers, these Pirates bring into this game versus lefties, as they are league average in walk percentage and striking out in an alarming 31.3%. And they're also not hitting 19th through 23rd in every hitting category. And I know Julio had a great matchup last week versus the Royals, and he couldn't get out of his own fucking way. He had a 35-pitch first inning. Granted, that was on the road. So this would be a dream spot to run Julio if Julio has been the guy we can bet on. But he hasn't, guys. And the fact that he threw 35 pitches in the first inning last week, he couldn't get through 4 innings worth of work. And he was on a pitch count then and didn't get past and couldn't bump it up. And he still only threw what he threw in the minor league games, guys. So at best, this guy's going 75, maybe 80 pitches today. And great matchup or not, I do not bet guys on a pitch count, period, right there on that, guys. I just can't. They are already enough advantages the books have on the under on these guys' props, like I said. Why would I give them another one? To me, guys, it's a bad bet, whether you win it or not, as you're taking your win percentages away from yourself when you're betting on a guy on a pitch count. Now, Julio did see the Pirates last year in Pittsburgh. He went 6 innings with 0 earned runs while only striking out 4 when the numbers said no to a K prop. But, guys, they weren't hitting then, and they're still not hitting it today, guys, and the strikeout numbers are there. So I do expect a giant bounce-back day from the gods from Julio. But at the end of the day, I do not bet guys on pitch counts. And like I said, if my aunt had balls, should be my uncle. Call me crazy, guys. And I may be crazy because I bet a fucking under where my guy got baptized last night. I actually think the under 16.5 outs is the spot to play on Julio today, as he is on a pitch count. And it just is what it is right now, guys. The Dodgers will not bring him out to start an inning unless it's straight up a lefty and then goes to a righty. They're not going to go, oh, hey, let's get into trouble. We're going to bring you out at 70 and see how long you can go. No, the Dodgers are really analytical. That's not the way they're getting down, guys. They understand by giving your reliever a clean inning, the percentages of him having a great inning go way up through the roof, guys. So we like to bring our relievers out with nobody on. I mean, duh, it sounds a lot easier, right? Instead of putting a guy into a pressure situation. So if he's near 70, over 70 pitches at the 5 inning marks, guys, he's done for the day, guys. And and the league average is 15 pitches an inning. So league average is him saying 75 pitches, 5 innings. To go another out and a half, oof, I know it's the Pirates, guys, but the lean right here is the under on his pitching outs. Appreciate you guys all for showing up, guys. Smash that damn like button if you already haven't, and it looks like a lot of you guys have. I don't ask for much, but a like button to be smashed. We've got over 100 live. You know why? Because we fucking win on this show, guys. They don't show up if you're losing. So quick recap of the day. I am on Tanner Bibee at the moment. And why? It's probably going to rain, though, guys, so it will be pushed back tomorrow. Right now, he is 6.5 even money, and that's a full unit play for me. But I expect some juice, but won't be surprised if we get around the same tomorrow when they open him up at again, when they give us that doubleheader. So Tanner Bibee is a full unit. We're going to split a half unit up on someone saying I might double up with the Eovaldi 5. Okay. I was like, what? You got minus 115 on the Eovaldi? God, I got ripped. But happens sometimes, but I've got Eovaldi, guys, on a full unit split up on the over 4.5 at -140 and the over 5.5 at +118 for a run calculator of a -122 on Nathan Eovaldi's K-prop today. Then, guys, we are also going to get involved with who? Not the freaking guy who's licking all them damn lollipops, guys. No, we're going to get involved with Uri, young phenom. Uri Perez, guys. The titty cappers can't even say the guy's name right, guys. They call him Yuri. Hey, brother. Hey, Yuri, you're going to be fucking what today? You going to listen to Yuri. Like, fuck, man, not everybody has shitty fucking American language, bruh. Why don't you guys search how they freaking pronounce it and say it themselves? So we're going to take Uri Perez, guys, over 5.5 at -132, guys. He should not be a 6.5 the way I cap it, whether he gets 9 or more. I really don't give a damn. That's not the way I bet, but I also have a half unit on Senor Uri's outs over 15.5 at a -119, as I do expect this guy to go 6 innings today and a solid bounce back, even though it is the Cardinals. But I think I got the key for them Bendecas, guys. So appreciate you all for showing up. Smash that like if you haven't. Big Show will drop a link in this chat. And you already know it's to the UFC pay-per-view, guys. We've got banger after banger after banger, and it's not talking about what I'm doing and the BBW train, guys. So go over there, listen to a backyard talk with him, MMA Locker Room, Billy Briz, who's been up in the chat. MMA's always up in the chat. So go support those who support us, guys. While you're mowing the lawn, doing a little drive, go hear what they've got to say, guys, and capper, make some money off the fellas. Until next time, guys, you already know the drill. I'm Sharpie's Bets. This show is sponsored by PrizePicks. If you haven't, go on over there and use that promo code PubSports. Get a match deposit of $100, minimum of $25 on your first deposit. Until next time, I'm Sharpie's Bets. No shit, Darby. Of course you're Darpy's Bets. This show is produced by Big Show fucking Picks, guys. Our special guest today was C-Mac with the pack. Some say we be pubbing. I say pubbing we be.
Keep firing, assholes!
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's Mills here, Pub Sports Radio. Do you guys want to challenge the personalities here at Pub Sports Radio? Do you guys think you're better than them at entering in your MMA predictions and picks? Would you want to get paid for it? $100? Here's how you do it, man. You sign up right here at the link below. It's just this easy. PubSportsRadio.com. Enter your email. Pick your weekly picks. That's it. Oh, and you get bonus points if you can predict how they're going to win in what round. Every single week, a new winner's getting crowned. So every Saturday on Pub Sports Radio. So come on and check us out. You can win $100 just for signing up. Only thing you need to do is see if you can beat us here at Pub Sports Radio by entering your UFC predictions and picks weekly. Do it.